The little girl had been whipped, but the man behind her barely struck a few blows before his heart failed and he died on the spot. Her name was Anne, an orphan adopted by a family that gave her nothing but pain and cruelty. After the man of the house died, she was sent back to the orphanage. One day she boarded a train, believing a family was coming to adopt her, but it was all a huge misunderstanding. Matthew and Marilla, an unmarried brother and sister living at Green Gables, had planned to adopt a boy up and send Anne instead. Matthew arrived at the station expecting a boy, only to hear from the station master that a girl was waiting outside. When he stepped out and saw Anne, a skinny redhead brimming with energy,
I suppose you are Matthew Cuthbert of Green Gables.
she greeted him with every ounce of charm she could muster. She was determined to win him over. Matthew realized he couldn't just leave her there, so he decided to bring her home, at least for now. He hadn't counted on just how wildly imaginative she was. Within minutes, she had named the horse Belle, chattered endlessly about every beautiful thing she saw, and filled the air with her lively personality, which, to Matthew's quiet surprise, he actually enjoyed. On the way home, Anne marveled at the scenery, calling it the most beautiful she had ever seen. As they neared Green Gables, she even pinched herself to make sure she wasn't dreaming. But when Marilla saw a girl instead of a boy, she immediately wanted to know what had happened. Matthew explained, and Marilla made it clear this was why one should handle important matters personally. She decided to send Anne back.
I should have expected it. I might have known nobody would really want me.
Anne dropped to her knees, begging for a loving home. But at dinner, she couldn't eat a single bite.
You're not eating at all.
I can't. I'm sorry. I'm in the depths of despair. Can you eat when you're in the depths of despair?
Never been in the depths of despair, so I can't say.
Did you ever imagine that you're in the depths of despair?
No, I didn't.
It's a very uncomfortable feeling indeed. When you try to eat, a big lump comes right up into your throat and you can't swallow anything. Not even if it was chocolate caramel. I had chocolate caramel once 2 years ago and it was simply delicious. Without you will be offended that I can't. Everything is extremely nice.
She's just desperate.
Fetch you back and follow me.
Marilla showed her to the guest room and told her she'd be leaving in the morning. It wasn't an easy decision. Marilla felt torn inside. That night, the house was filled with the sound of Anne's quiet sobbing. The next morning, Anne dressed like a princess, letting her imagination run free as she took in every detail of the house one last time. She gently touched the embroidery on the walls and the vases on the mantel.
Put that down at once.
Marilla still wasn't sure what to make of her and kept her guard up.
Did you take anything?
No. I was only memorizing.
Let me see.
Before leaving, Anne gave Matthew a warm hug.
Thank you. I'll never forget it.
Take him, huh?
On the road to meet the agent, Anne chatted pleasantly with Marilla until a dog darted into their path. Belle spooked, and Anne was chased off the dog and calmed the frightened horse. The way she handled it caught Marilla's attention. At the meeting, Marilla explained the mix-up, and as it happened, another family nearby was looking for a worker. But seeing Anne standing there amid the mess softened something in Marilla. She decided to take the girl back and think it over.
I'd better take her home again and talk it over with my brother. I ought not to decide on anything without consulting him.
Matthew, busy with farm work, spotted Anne returning and smiled knowingly. Marilla told her she'd have a 5-day trial. If she proved herself, she could stay. The next day, a neighbor brought cookies, but her real reason was to get a look at the new girl. She bluntly declared that Anne was skinny, ugly, and covered in freckles.
I hate you. How dare you are a rude, unfeeling woman. How would you like to have such things said about you? How would you like to be told that you're fat and clumsy and that you probably had a spark of imagination in you?
Hurt and humiliated, Anne stormed out. The neighbor was offended, and Marilla felt embarrassed. Anne wandered through a field of flowers to a cliffside, where she cried alone. Later, she came home, and Matthew draped a coat over her shoulders. She apologized to Marilla, but Marilla insisted she apologize to the neighbor too. Anne flatly refused. She wouldn't apologize for defending herself against unkindness. The standoff lasted until the next evening, when Matthew quietly told her,
It's terribly lonesome downstairs.
her that one day she'd need to be so sure of herself that nothing others said could shake her. He explained that Marilla simply wanted her to have better manners. Anne thought it over and decided to apologize, not for what she had done, but for Marilla's sake and for Matthew's.
Oh, Mrs. Lynn, I am so extremely sorry. I've never expressed my sorrow, no, not even if I used up a whole dictionary. I behaved terribly to you. I am a dreadfully...
I guess I was a little hard on you.
Thank you for your kind consideration.
The apology worked. The neighbor forgave her.
She has a queer way of expressing herself. Forcible, like.
When Anne returned home, she was startled to see a boy working there. Without thinking, she tried to kick him out. His name was Jerry, and though he offered to shake hands, Anne wasn't exactly welcoming. One day, Anne wore a dress Marilla had sewn, with braided hair and Marilla's cherished brooch pinned to her chest. They went to the neighbors, where Anne made a great impression and even became friends with Diana. Anne began to dream about her future here, desperately hoping she could stay. Later, Marilla asked her to leave her scarf upstairs, but Anne couldn't resist draping it over her head, imagining herself a princess. That night, during her prayers, she wished she could remain at Green Gables. But when Marilla came in and asked about the brooch, Anne said it was on the chair, only for Marilla to insist it wasn't there. Convinced Anne had taken it, she refused to believe her.
Give it back. Right now.
But I didn't take it. Honest, I didn't.
I don't believe. Where else would it be? Confess at once. I'm not gonna live with a thief under my roof. You confess to stealing the brooch, or you have no future here at Green Gables.
But I didn't take it.
Confess, or I'll send you right back to the asylum.
If I do, can I stay here at Green Gables?
Did you or did you not take the brooch?
I lost it. I was playing Lady Cordelia when I took the brooch outside with me. As I was drawing water from the well, I leaned over to make a wish, and it fell in. I heard it make a splash as it disappeared down into the depths. I'm ever so sorry to discover it.
Pack your things.
You said if I confessed I could stay.
I told you that brooch meant a great deal to me.
No, but I made that up. None of that was real. I didn't take your brooch. I don't know where it is. Please, Miss Cuthbert.
I can't trust one word out of your mouth.
Please.
Tomorrow you will go at first light.
Anne sank to the floor, pulled out her worn suitcase, and by morning was on a carriage bound for the station. Without Anne's chatter, the house felt strangely empty. While ironing upstairs, Marilla found the train was already gone. More to come. Stay tuned, and thanks for watching.